everyone, and welcome to Street Biashara, where we test your general knowledge on business and financial terms. I'm your host, Brandon Nimichaba. Now, as you can see, I'm back on the streets of Nairobi about to ask Kenyans what exactly it is they understand with the term fixed deposit. Have you heard of it before? Well, that's exactly what we're about to go find out. Let's not waste time and let's check it out.
Actually, I know fixed deposit. I have account. I have some accounts where I usually save, but I don't withdraw money. Just save to a certain period. Like maybe, let's say I've put like maybe 3 years or 5 years. That's what I understand by the term fixed deposit.
Fixed deposit is the monies you put in an account, and then it has to be there for a certain duration without being used until maturity.
The term fixed deposit, it means the amount that you are putting in account, and you are putting it for a certain period of time. So you are not supposed to, you cannot withdraw it until the maturity date.
Depositing a certain amount of money and you receive a certain percentage of money on it.
Okay.
Yeah. And at a specific period of time.
The amount that you put in your bank, for example, let's say, let's say for example you want to purchase something. There is that amount. First of all, you give maybe to the seller or buyer, and this person requires you to deposit a certain amount so that you can pay the rest via intervals.
Kuweka do place kwa account fulani for a certain period of time and you can decide.
Based on what I know, let's say like you have a bank account, it's in terms of there's a certain amount you can be withdrawing at the end of the month or during the duration.
Now, after getting to know what exactly it is you understand with the term fixed deposit, and I'm telling you, I got very interesting answers, it's time for us to get a clear breakdown with professionals. Joining me right now is Michael Muravi, who's Head of Business Development, Maisha Microfinance Bank. Thank you for joining me, Michael. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Brenda, for having me around with Metropole. And the term fixed deposit, how you define it?
Yes.
I would maybe go a step back by saying a deposit is there are funds that you have placed in maybe to meet a certain objective or to meet certain things or your expenses you are. Then there is this term fixed deposit. Fixed deposit actually refers to that deposit, those funds that you have set aside in fixed terms, that you cannot access those funds until that period that you have put them at a lock. That's what I may term it. Then you only access it after the fixed period of time has expired, has lapsed.
Wonderful. And when it comes to fixed deposits, especially with the new app you Microfinance Bank has launched of M-Fanisi, how does that come into play?
This one is coming into play under the M-Fanisi. That you want to place a fixed deposit for a month.
Okay.
A month, we may term it to be 30 days. So meaning, I want my 1,000 to be locked for 30 days. So that is an M-Fanisi fixed deposit for 1 month, that days. Meaning, I can't access these fixed funds, this money that I have set aside, this money that I have locked until the 30 days period is over.
Wonderful. And why is it important for an individual to kind of have a fixed deposit in terms of savings?
The reason why you need the need to have a fixed deposit is because a deposit which is not fixed is actually not earning as much as a fixed deposit is earning.
Okay.
This is why in our scenario we have a fixed deposit for a year, giving you an earning or an interest of 11.25%. Somebody who has a similar deposit, which is not fixed, at the end of the year will not have that kind of a benefit or an earning or something above that fixed deposit.
And also something I personally really want to know, and I'm sure our viewers also are quite eager to know, is what makes M-Fanisa different when it comes to choosing a platform to save your money on?
What makes M-Fanisa platform different is this one is accessible. You are the one in control. It's on your phone.
Yeah.
It's digital. You don't require any paper, no documentation. It's just you who is in control of the money that you have in your M-Pesa or in your Airtel money. You can place this money under the fixed deposit on the M-Fanisa app, an account that you have opened. You can have as many accounts as possible under the M-Fanisa app. Today you can save 1,000 under the M-Fanisa. Tomorrow you get another 1,000. You still save on it. You still move your money from the M-Pesa to the M-Fanisa. When you need the money now from the fixed, after it has matured, maybe for the period that you have set aside, say the example that we have given of for 30 days. After 30 days, this money will be back to your M-Fanisa account. Then from your M-Fanisa account, you can transfer this money to your M-Pesa and you're able to access it and utilize for the project that you intended to do.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that explanation, Mike. I really appreciate it. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Street Biashara. I'll catch you guys on the next one.